Shalom. First, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Racha Kodash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the elect. This is going to be a short video. All right. I came across some interesting information. Okay. Really concerning today's society. Okay, and going back to this Plato. All right, well, now, you don't really pronounce the T here in America. You say Plato. All right, but this is Plato's ideal society. Okay, and I'm going to read, all right, it's about 7 points, okay, of what Plato considered to be an ideal society. Okay, and the funny part about this is that as I read it, you'll start to understand and see how, if your eyes are open, all right, to see, you look around you, you'll start to see how the certain things that I'm reading here are actually taking place right now. Okay. So first you have number one, it says the elimination of marriage and the family. Okay. Number two, all men would belong to all women. All right. And that's basically the liberty, all right, that they've given to a lot of quote unquote American citizens, all right, where it says all men will belong to all women. So that's why you'll have a woman that's done slept with 10,000 dudes already before she meets you, when according to the scripture, a woman is supposed to have one man. All right, she's not supposed to be dick hopping and hoe hopping around like that. Nah. All right. But hey, the Lord also the scriptures also prophesied of this. All right. Let me get that real quick. Okay. Now, if I'm not mistaken, Plato was around the 4th century. Okay. Which you had a man named Pythagoras. All right, who was a philosopher in the 6th century. All right, who was also down with Plato's ideology of or basically Plato's utopia. Okay. Now, but first let me pull up the scripture. This is Sirach, I think it's 25. Let me see. Oh, it might be 26. Slovakia. There it is. This is Sirach 26 and 9. The whoredom of a woman may be known in her haughty looks and eyelids. Yeah, you can tell, because a lot of these prostitutes, these whores, these slutty women, that's how they get dudes. They put on all that makeup. You look at it, you can tell. Yeah, she looks like she's the type that pulls a lot of dudes. Because a lot of dudes fall for that. It says, if thy daughter be shameless, keep her in straitly, lest she abuse herself through overmuch liberty. All right, and that's what you got going on in this society. They have overmuch liberty. All right, that's why a lot of people, they claim, I don't believe in marriage and all that. Hey, there's something where they got going on where they call, your early adulthood, your hoe years. All right, the years where you can hoe around, as they like to say. But Paul said what? Let me get that real quick. Okay. Ooh. All right. So really, Plato was against the scriptures. All right. This is okay. There it is. 1 Timothy 5 and 14. It says, I will therefore that the younger women marry, bear children, guide the house, give none occasion to the adversary to speak reproachfully. Okay, because it's because of this liberty that's been given to them that they go around doing all this madness. All right, like it's all sweet out here. Okay, let's pause this real quick. Okay, like it's all sweet out here, man. But when they marry at a marriageable age, it keeps them, like it says here in Sirach, all right, keep her straightly, okay, lest she abuse herself through overmuch liberty. And that's how you got these girls going around passing STDs. Okay, a lot of them are just bugged out because they done got so much different DNA from different dudes' sperm in them. You know, they injecting themselves with freaking birth control. All right, like a drug addict or like some I don't know, dude juicing on steroids. Okay, and it's all bringing chaos, man. You know, it's chaos. But this is Plato's ideal society. All right, the elimination of marriage and the family. Okay, and that's why you have a lot of family, because now, like I said, this was in the 4th century. However, his ideal was carried on, and now you see it's being fulfilled, all right, or being put in place through these elites, these Rothschilds. Because when you go down the line after Pythagoras, all right, it says here there was a where is it at? There was a man named John Ruskin, okay, which, like it says, could be considered the Plato of his day. All right, he was around. Let me see if it says it here. Okay, it doesn't really say the exact time, but there was a man named John Ruskin, all right, and he was basically down with Plato's ideal. Okay, so going on after him, it says here, this is from the book Satan's Angels Exposed. All right, it says John Ruskin could be considered the Plato of his day. This is page 173. One of Ruskin's students was Cecil Rhodes. All right. Rhodes became a firm believer in the Ruskin theology. All right. With financial support from Lord Rothschild, Cecil Rhodes was able to monopolize the diamond mines of South Africa. Rhodes became a millionaire. Much of his money went to start the Rhodes Scholarship at Oxford. It was his desire to unite the world under a central government. What does that sound like? The New World Order, right? And on February 5th, 1891, Cecil Rhodes formed a secret society, because that's what they were about. All right, that's all they do, form secret societies and try to take over the world. As funny as it sounds, these men could not be considered evil geniuses, as some mentioned in this book. These rather were men who thought that the world peace and harmony could be brought into being by creating world organizations for good. No, that ain't cutting it. Because you look at the world today and see what they're doing, well, that's a different story, right? So it says here, many of the members of this secret society were devoted disciples of John Ruskin. In this secret society, Rhodes was the leader. Among those who were to be included in the circle of initiates was Arthur Balfour and Lord Rothschild. There was to be also an outer circle known as the Association of Helpers. This was later called the Round Table Organization, which later on became known as in the U.S. as what? The Council of Foreign Relations. Okay, the Council of Foreign Relations, man. Now, oh boy. Okay, all right. I'll be right back. Give me 1 second. All right. So, going back to Plato's ideal society, this is on page 172. So it says all men would belong to all women. That's adultery. That is adultery, because now you're saying that any man could go take any woman. What kind of madness is that? That's like selective breeding. Oh well, she fond of me. You done laid with her already, but she's fond of me, so I'm gonna go lay with her too. That is off. All right. So let me finish here in Sirach, and then we'll continue with the rest of this man's ideals. It says, Sirach 26:11, watch over an impudent eye, and marvel not if she trespassed against thee. Here's the key part. She will open her mouth as a thirsty traveler when she hath found a fountain, and drink of every water near her. Okay, and that means that she's gonna blow rod. All right, you want to be playing out with it, she's gonna suck cock. All right. All right, she's gonna be a hoe. She's gonna get on her knees, and she's gonna put her mouth to good use. That's basically what a lot of these women do. Okay, it says, by every hedge she will sit down and open her quiver against every arrow. So she's gonna spread them legs, all right, and get popped by every dude on the block. Okay, that's what happens when you don't keep your daughters and your wives in check. They go around being hoes. Girls' night out, okay, that's a guy's night in, all right, into your wife, and but guess what? That's what he's saying here. All men will belong to all women. Now check this. All right, this is the third point. It says, children resulting from these promiscuous unions would be taken over by the government. Really? What kind of ideal is this? All right, you can look up Plato's ideals on marriage, and you'll see it. It's in there, man. Let me look up something real quick. Oh, look at that. Promiscuity is the practice of having sex frequently with different partners, or being indiscriminate in the choice of sexual partners. The term may carry a moral judgment if the social ideal for sexual activity is monogamous relationships. Really? Practice of having sex frequently with different partners. You tell me that's not adultery? Okay? But that's what they're pushing. And they're pushing it in today's society. That's why you see so many hoes running around, man. All right? Having kids, not knowing who the father is. You know? So in turn, what happens? A lot of these kids end up in foster homes, orphanages, and really they end up as the child of the state. All right? Government babies. It says here, children resulting from these promiscuous unions would be taken over by the government. As soon as they were weaned, they would be raised anonymously by the state. And if you notice, that's why a lot of them, they keep the parents occupied. All right, and then they make it so the parents have to send the kids to daycare and all these different things, which what they do to your kids and tell your kids in school, preschool, daycare, whatever it may be, even elementary school, all the way on down to college, it's all the ideals or the influence by the state, which is influenced by these elites. So what they want to indoctrinate and program your kids to do is what your kids are going to do. And they start at a very young age. All right. Women would be equal with men. Is that not what you have going on today? Feminist movements, all right? Women's equality, which even nature shows you women are not equal to men, all right? Because women can't do the exact same thing that men can, okay? That's just what it is. The society has made the truth, all right? Society has put emotions above truth, to where even if something is logically correct, if it's emotionally hurtful to somebody, then that means that you put aside the fact that it's true, all right, because it's going to hurt somebody's feelings. So what? The truth is the truth. That's why the saying goes, the truth hurts. It says, women would be expected to fight wars with men and perform labor like men. Don't you have women in the army? Now, this was in the 4th century. This was Plato's ideals, his ideal society. Now, we're living years and years down that line, and we're seeing everything that he had going on, because his ideals were carried on, all right, which in today's day and age by these elites. It says selective breeding of men and women would take place under government control. Children, and then the 7th one is children considered inferior or crippled in this breeding process would be destroyed. Okay, because that's how they want to have their quote-unquote perfect society, their ideal society. All right, And that's the same mindset these elites are trying to push. Okay, because like we read, all right, coming on down to the Council of Foreign Relations, all right, which comes from the Round Table, all right, the Round Table organization, which goes back to Cecil Rhodes' secret society. The elites were part of it. It says here the circle of initiates was Arthur Balfour and Lord Rothschild, and they're the rich families that run this place, the elites. Okay, so just a little information, because the way they achieve these things is by gradualism. All right, that's how they achieve these things, man, by gradualism. And by gradualism, they're able to get you to do what you want to do, or what they want you to do. All right, it's only a matter of time. It says here, gradualism is the principle of seeking to achieve political changes or goals gradually. You see, they go slowly and slowly and slowly, and boom, they're there. Okay, like the frog in the boiling water. You put the frog in warm water, and then you turn up the heat slowly to the point where the frog doesn't sense the change in temperature to where it dies. It says the water is gradually heated so slowly that the frog does not notice the temperature changes. He is lulled into comfort of a false security until it's too late. And that's what they do to people today. You people are the frogs, and these elites are the ones turning up the heat. Slowly and slowly and slowly till they trap you up. Okay? Oh, look at that. It says, for example, take the price of gasoline. Undoubtedly, you can remember when a few years ago gasoline sold for 39 cents a gallon or cheaper. When the price soared to 67 cents a gallon, you rushed to the gas station that was selling gas at 59 cents a gallon and thought you were getting a bargain. When it soared to over $1 a gallon, you thought 99 cents a gallon was cheaper. See, therefore, by gradualism, your yardstick for accepting what was and what was not a bargain was warped. Actually, 99 cents a gallon is not cheap when you compare it to 39 cents a gallon. But through gradualism, you have fallen into the trap of accepting higher prices and considering them bargains. You see, that's exactly how they do it, man. All right, that's why they always have options. All right, you go to a movie theater, they'll tell you, oh, you can get this popcorn, a small is $2, a medium is $2.25, and a large is $2.50. Boy, what the hell? So what if I want a small? Why I gotta pay two whole dollars for a small? And then they try to make it seem like you're getting a discount. It's only 50 cents more. No, you're basically charging me a base price of $2. And just telling me, well, if you want this size is this size is that. Or you go to a market, a grocery store or whatever it may be, and they'll tell you, oh, buy 3 or buy 2 get 1 free. What now? If it's water and they tell you buy 2 get 1 free, the water's actual price will be $1. But in this case, they'll tell you the water is $1.50. So you're paying $3 for 2 bottles of water to quote unquote get 1 free. When in all actuality, if the water costs $1, you're really paying for all 3 bottles. But because they sway your mind, oh no, we're giving you a promotion. It's all deception, man. And if you really look at the world we live in today and you compare it back to years ago, you're like, whoa, there's a big change. But why don't people notice? Because of gradualism. Over time, it has happened slowly and slowly and slowly. Who would have thought people were going to be getting microchips inside their body? But guess what? It's happening, right? So, hey, Lord, and this is edifying unto the elect. I want to give all praises to Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai and Shalom.